Hello and welcome back to the channel. The manhwa we are going to recap today is about a girl who regressed back in time to help her K-pop idol. So let's begin our recap. The manhwa kicks off with the commencement of the final show for the debut, and then voting will happen. All this explosive cheer means there is only one step left to debut, and now the female lead is going to make the most dazzling stage with her favorite idol. She is having the full time of her life with her favorite idol she is going to make it in, because the one she is standing right beside is Yoon. Yoon is now on the path to becoming one of the idols. But to break it to you, she wasn't always like this. In the past, she was unemployed just like half of us. She is watching TV when she sees that Supernova Season 5 is going to start again. She is super sick of it and switches the channels to watch something else. That's when she sees a girl introducing herself as Yeonwoo from the management. Yoon finds her voice super soft, blending perfectly with the piano sound, and her dance lines are graceful yet crisp. For her, it is like the sun is standing in front of her. They say love strikes without warning, and maybe that's true, because here is Yeonmi in love with Yeonwoo. She is seriously losing her mind over that damn girl, because right before the finale, Yeonwoo is able to make it into the debut range, and the public is finally awake to see Yeonwoo's worth. After all, it would have been weird if someone like Yeonwoo didn't debut. Yeon is super happy that her baby is finally going to debut. Before Yeon even knows it, she has become Yeonwoo's fan. She runs a GIF account, she starts making memes, but even after all that struggle, she is unable to secure the ticket to the final Supernova. She solves that with money. Sure, the money is a lot for an unemployed person like her, but she is okay, as seeing Yeonwoo flourish for her is more important. And then, the day of the final stage is finally here. Finally, the rank, the voting for the 10 members of the group. But Yeon's face drops when she hears that Yeonwoo couldn't get in the group after losing by just 700 votes. It's really unfortunate. Yeon is going crazy that her fave really lost by just 700 votes. Poor Yeon is crying, shouting, okay, yeah. 6 months later, she is still here, trying to defend Yeonwoo online. She sighs that everyone has moved on to new biases. She is here alone. But now Yoon is also a full-time worker. She sees the news that the Supernova Season 5 debut group is disbanding. Well, ever since the show ended, Yoon has been drowning in dark, and she has been unable to keep up with her idol anymore. She really wants to, but she can't quit her job either. She is doing all this to support her fave, because she needs money to support her. Since she started working, she opened a Yeonwoo savings account. She has been saving 818,000 won, matching Yeonwoo's birthday. And before she even knows it, she is able to save around 10 million won. She wonders how close she will be to debut. But then she sees a post that basically says Yeonwoo might not come back to debut again. Yoon is now in her room, crying. Her brother peeks in and asks her that it's already been an hour, so how long is she going to keep this crying session going? Yoon tells her brother that her fave has left the agency, and now Yeonwoo is a normal person. Her brother sighs and asks what the hell he thought something serious had happened. She glares at him like, what the heck is he talking about? Her brother shouts that she is the one who said at first that it's just fake rumors, so what now? But she insists that Yeonwoo made an account, and idols who are about to debut don't make accounts. He sighs and says, okay. She should now stop crying and go to bed since she has work tomorrow. But she cries that it's abuse to send someone in this condition to work. She is really missing Yeonwoo. That night, she binge watches Supernova Season 5 to comfort herself. Back when she followed Supernova, she was genuinely filled with happiness. But it also hurt with all those damn evil haters and bad editing. She is watching a clip in which Yeonwoo is asked why she didn't go to the center. She realizes that Yeonwoo thought Nana would do a better job there. But then Nana says that if Yeonwoo had wanted, she would have given the center to her. Now Yeon is all crying again. If only Yeonwoo had gotten the center, she would have been the idol right now. If only her choreography hadn't gone off during that first evaluation class. If only the producers had not nitpicked and made her lose all her confidence. If only the list had been a little different. Yeon is really ugly crying because she is begging all the gods to give her Yeonwoo back because she deserves to debut. She sniffs that she shouldn't sit here like this. She should at least send Yeonwoo a message of support. She writes a big letter, hoping Yeonwoo won't find it overwhelming. She just hopes Yeonwoo knows that there is still someone out there who is trying to cheer for her. She is hopeful that soon a big agency is going to scout Yeonwoo, and she is not going to quit her job either. She needs to work if she wants to buy photo cards. Drifting to sleep that night, she gets a dream. It's all wobbly. She is going somewhere. She thinks that if this really is a dream, she sees a note by her side that says, Yeonwoo. Someone comes out and announces that if they pass, they will get in touch with them. And thanks for coming to the auditions. Yeon thinks that this is the Supernova Season 5 preliminary audition venue. Suddenly, a screen pops up to her. The system says that she is here to change her future. She is being welcomed to the world of dreams that is being controlled by Morpheus. Yeon is utterly confused about all this when the screen comes up again, asking if she wants to accept the reality of her dream, and a new world begins to take shape. Yoon gets to the washroom, confused and overwhelmed. What the hell is even happening, she thinks. But before she can process anything, the screen pops up again. It tells her that if she doesn't accept this within 100 seconds, she'll wake up and return back to reality. A countdown starts. She's fully possessed right now, completely rattled. Randomly, she considers what exactly she should do. If she wakes up, she'll already have missed the audition. And if this system wants her to join the debut team, she wonders, does an ordinary office worker like me really stand a chance among all those pretty idols? She already knows she'd be called a zombie. The system offers her gifts. It says that if she accepts, her stats will increase by half. Basically, it's a luck type of buff. She checks her stats and almost wants to laugh. They're pitiful. Even she can't believe she auditioned with stats like these, and there's no harm in raising them. She accepts it. A new voice message pops up. Her age will be reduced to 19. The dull complexion built up over time will brighten. She'll regain the vitality of a 19-year-old, and her stats will increase by half according to the star rating. The office worker Yoon is now practically a teenager. She's gotten slightly younger since she was already youthful looking to begin with, and decides to go with the system. She gets her first quest. She has to secretly support Yeonwoo and pass the first announcement together. The moment she sees the name Yeonwoo, she's all in. But then she stops. At most, only about 10 people will debut, and she'll be competing with those who've dedicated their entire lives for this one chance. If asked whether she can stand on that stage everyone desperately fights for, she honestly doesn't think she can. But just this once, if she's given one more chance, she's gonna make sure Yeonwoo debuts. She accepts the quest. She's all in to debut with her baby. Then a warning flashes. If she tries to invade other people's quests, hers will fail. She blinks. Then what the hell am I supposed to do? She wonders. Someone starts banging at the door. Then a voice says sorry. Yeon thinks, why the hell did that girl slam the door so hard? She really thought her heart would stop. From now on, she can't even scowl when she's mad. If she gets caught on camera, she's doomed. But she'll be fine. She has real-life experience, and that includes knowing how to control her facial expressions. But then she realizes she auditioned looking like a 27-year-old. So there's a real chance she'll get rejected. She's tense. This is all the system's fault for starting from the wrong spot. A girl comes up to Yoon and apologizes for earlier, saying she must have gotten startled by the noise. Yoon sees that it's Nana, the girl who originally debuted in the first place. With a straight face, Yeon replies yes, while thinking that a bull had just rampaged into her. Nana acts all cute, apologizing and saying all the other washrooms were locked. Yeon, having zero interest, replies with a flat, whatever, because people in a rush tend to do what they have to do. Then Nana asks if she's also here for the audition. Beaming, she tells Yeon that she's a trainee and 19 years old. Putting on her little zombie aura, Yeon replies that yes, she's also 19. Nana does a cute little hand wave and suggests that, since they're the same age, they should say hello to each other if they meet at the show. But Yoon says she's not sure she's going to make it to the final show. Nana frowns and asks why. But Yoon can't exactly tell her that it's because she auditioned when she was 27. So instead she says it's because there are so many talented people like Nana here. Everyone in the room had kept praising Nana. But then Nana asks if Yeon really thinks she's talented. That makes Yeon nervous. Why is she getting so serious all of a sudden? Did I say something wrong? She panics. Then, unexpectedly, Nana grabs her hand. With sincere eyes, she says it was really touching because it's the first time she's heard that from someone. Her company doesn't have many female trainees, so she doesn't have many friends. Now that she thinks about it, it's true. Nana's company, Shark Music, mostly has male artists, and she was the one who broke that macho image with her flashy debut. Nana then takes her leave, telling Yeon that she's definitely going to make it to the finals, and they'll meet again then. Yeon watches her go. On the surface, Nana acts like a natural, confident girl, but deep down, she's still just a cute kid. Yeon starts thinking back to the interview. It wasn't meant to diss Yeonwoo. And more importantly, she wonders, if all the teens here have power and energy like Nana, will I even be able to survive among them? Finally, she plops down on her bed. Her thoughts spiral. This isn't regression, possession, or reincarnation. The world just flipped upside down because of me. Her stats are still mid-level. But she doesn't have to do well. Her goal is to support Yeonwoo and survive till the end. Still, even to stay, her stats are too low. And once she joins the show, the class evaluation will come next. She gets today's quest. Practice at least 10 songs. If she completes it, her singing stat will increase by half a star. She accepts the quest happily. She starts thinking about which songs she should practice for the class evaluation. Songs by current idols will invite comparison too hard. Simple songs won't impress too easy. So both are a no. She finally settles on a song she thinks, should I really go with this one? She finally gets her hands on the song that, during evaluation, is going to leave a solid impression on the judges. She is singing with her whole heart like there's no tomorrow. Her quest is also being completed when her brother suddenly slams the door open, shouting at her to shut up. He yells that it's 10 o'clock and demands to know why the hell she's singing out of nowhere, saying she's being a complete nuisance. She glares at him, snapping back, how dare he speak to his older sister like that? He retorts that he only has one younger sibling. But then he quickly waves it off, saying, okay, let's not fight about it. Yeon, still in denial, thinks, just because I got younger in age. Does that seriously mean Yoonho is now my big brother? He tells her that if she really needs to practice, she should go to the practice room. And honestly, it's kind of her fault for leaving that company in the first place. She asks him what he's talking about. He says that it's true there aren't many better companies than the one she left. He really wonders why she made such a mess and quit it. She's now shouting, frustrated to learn that he knows she was a D and F tier trainee. The recording day for the show is coming up fast, and she seriously thought her vocal cords would snap from overuse during the quest. If she hadn't gotten that acceptance message yesterday, she would have been a bitter wreck today. Even now, she can't believe she's here. It brings back sparkling memories of sneaking into pre-recordings at dawn. Yoon heads out, wrapped in a blanket, muttering that it feels weird to show up with a suitcase now. Just then, a car comes literally honking at her. She sees a trainee thanking their manager for dropping them off, and honestly, poor Yoon is jealous. It's nice to ride in a car someone else is driving. And it really is different being in an agency. When Yoonho had told her she was in an agency too, she was shocked, not just any agency, but the one behind the 5-year top-tier idol group, Vivid, the hottest rookie Strawberry Killa, and multiple girl groups. She's now freaking out, remembering that even though she fled from that company, the content producers aren't likely to overlook it. Even before the upheaval, producers would use ex-major trainees for maximum clickbait. Her fate was basically already sealed. Someone asks her if she's not going to head inside since everyone else already has. She says yes, she's going, but honestly, she's super scared and just wants to run away. Just like that, Yeon's anxiety becomes reality. When she's asked why she left the company, she replies that it was because they weren't planning to release another girl group. Then they ask about her relationship with Strawberry Killa. She says, again, that she has nothing to do with her. They say okay and immediately move on to the next girl, making her wonder if that's all they really wanted to know about her. They confirm it is, and then literally kick her out. She's pretty sure they do plan to tie her to Killa later, and if they decide to edit it maliciously, she's doomed. She hears some girls talking about how intense the competition is this time, since even a D and F tier trainee is here. Finally, she's called on stage. Cursed like hell, she stands there introducing herself as Yoon. But before she can even say hello, they mention her being the former D and F trainee. She rushes to find her seat before they start bombarding her again with questions about her former company. She doesn't care where she sits, as long as she's next to Yeonwoo. She scans the room and finally spots her. She goes over, acting all natural. Yeonwoo welcomes her with a pure beam, and just her radiance is enough to make Yeon feel like she could die peacefully. All the darkness inside her, every regret, every sin feels washed away. She's super happy that her baby is glowing. Yeonwoo looks like she stepped straight out of a manga. Yeon asks Yeonwoo if she came alone. Yeonwoo says she came with a friend but wanted to sit at the top. But Yeon already knows this girl just wanted a reason to talk to her. And it's Nana, as expected of her. She's sitting at the very top row. Yeonwoo says to Yoon that sitting in the top front row is a bit overwhelming for her. But Yeon thinks she needs to get used to it because she's gonna send her there. Finally, the show is about to start. For the 100 contestants, all soaking in the boat of their dreams, the MC appears to encourage them. She's here to support them all. And Yeon knows her too. It's Seol. Seol is the one who went through hell when she was still an active singer. She debuted the same year as Yeon's old bias, so she's always had a soft spot for her. She's glad that Seol is finally happy now, taking on a new path as an actor. Seol introduces the elite team that's gonna work with them. It's the Jade Trainers. Yeon is all confused because the setup is different from how it was before the Great Upheaval. There's even a new role added this season, the look director. Yeon doesn't seem to understand anything because this role didn't exist before the upheaval. She learns that the look director is going to lead as an active idol sunbae. It's Minty. And it turns out she's also Yeon's ultimate bias. So Seol, real name Hyun, is the leader and ace of Lunesta, now entering her 7th year since debut. A true all-rounder, she covers composition, lyrical arrangements, choreography, and vocals. She's the definition of a top-tier modern idol. As Minty introduces her, the crowd erupts with cheers. But for Yoon, seeing her idol comes with more than excitement. It's practically a critical condition. It's been 5 years since she last saw Minty in real life, and now her heart can't take it anymore. Guilt creeps in, knowing that her current fave and her ultimate fave are standing in the same room. But never mind that this time, her heart is fully Yeonwoo's. Sesewol steps forward to announce that they will now begin the agency class evaluations. It's a nerve-wracking stage where trainees perform and are sorted into classes based on their skill level. The higher the rank, the more screen time and popularity they'll get. In short, Yeonwoo needs to make it to the Ace class. 9 teams have already performed, and not a single one made it to Ace class. The trainers are clearly getting bored at this point. Minty is especially strict, and no surprise, she's not impressed by any of them. Yeon asks Yeonwoo for her group number. Yeonwoo says she's group 21 and asks Yeon in return. Yeon tells her she's group 19, so it looks like they'll be performing close together. Done. Yeonwoo grabs Yeon's hand, admitting she's nervous, and that simple touch already sends Yeon spiraling. She's glad she's older than Yeonwoo, glad Yeonwoo calls her Unnie all the time, but seriously, she needs to focus right now. The next participant walks up. Her name is Woo, and she's a solo trainee. Yeon's eyes widen. The girl's stats are actually insane. The show begins. The song she's chosen is Lunesta's #1 hit, composed by Minty herself. Watching her performance, Yeon admits to herself that she's being pulled in. Honestly, Won had plenty of chances to debut before, it's just that her luck was trash. Her debut got canceled not once but twice. Yoon genuinely thought Woo would go down in history as the unluckiest trainee. But Minty says the performance was perfect. If she's being honest, she already expected a lot from Won, and the girl still managed to exceed every expectation. So once again, it's Won who snatches the Ace class rank. With stats like that, it's to be expected. Yeon notices how Yeonwoo just stretches her hand after watching the performance. Yeonwoo is clearly shaken, and Yeon hates that. She hates that Woo made her little bunny anxious. So to calm her down, Yoon tells her full dramatic Dalty mode that she doesn't need to panic and just needs to do exactly as she practiced. To Yoon, Yeonwoo is like a squishy little bunny that must be protected. Now trainers from 18 to 24 are called backstage, so both girls head over together. But Yoon's mind is spinning. Whoever has to go after Woo is in for a nightmare. She learns there's only one more girl from Yeonwoo's company join. But that's weird. Back then, there were 3 girls from their agency. Why does everything keep changing? It's unsettling. And now, like complete fools, both Join and Yeonwoo are taking turns dumping their nerves onto Yeon. Yeonwoo says she's scared she'll mess something up. And Yeon instantly remembers how, before the rest period, Yeonwoo tripped on her shoelaces and messed up her previous class evaluation. Yeon crouches down and ties Yeonwoo's laces for her. No way is she letting her girl fall again, not on her watch. Yeonwoo gets all soft from the gesture and says she feels better now. Even her laces are blessed. All systems go, no accidents allowed. The next trainee called to the stage is Juha from Q Media. She's performing right before Yoon. One of the male judges comments that Juha is from the same company as Ninty, asking if she's going to be biased. Ninty replies she'll actually be even more strict since Juha is representing their company. The show begins. The song Juha's picked is from Snow Group's new collection. It's a bold move. Yoon notices that the song was changed after the rest period. And it's not Candy, but Snowy. That's the debut song of the group she couldn't join. Q Media trainees competed in Snowy's debut survival show, alongside Q Soul. Juha was a top trainee, super famous even, but didn't make it in the end because her image overlapped with a pre-selected member. That's how she missed her debut. And even in the pre-reset Supernova, she didn't make it either, just like Yeonwoo. And yet, here she is going toe-to-toe with Woo, with nothing but willpower and desperation. Yoon can't help but wonder, how much did Juha actually practice this song? The judges thank Juha for the performance and ask if there's a reason she picked this specific song. Juha says it's from her fellow trainees, the ones who were with her since day one. She wants to show that failing once doesn't mean it's over. They're still working hard, even when nobody's watching. That's the message she wants to deliver. The judges agree it was a meaningful choice and ask Minty what she thinks. Minty says she planned to be extra strict with Juha, but now she has to admit, Juha deserves the ace class. Everyone cheers. Now it's Yeon's turn. The moment she's been dreading finally arrives. Juha gives her a tiny nod, wishing her luck, but the pressure on Yuan's shoulders is unbearable. Going right after Juha? Nightmare fuel. She tells herself to calm down. As long as she doesn't mess up, everything will be fine. She introduces herself. Minty notes that Yeon is a filler trainee from D and Amp F Entertainment and says she's looking forward to her performance. Yeon instantly wishes she hadn't said that. She doesn't want anyone expecting anything. The music starts. The crowd murmurs, this isn't the original version. Yeon has just flipped the mood. And finally, she starts to get the kind of attention she's always dreamed of. The song starts. This is the song that was released 16 years ago by a female solo singer. It's called So Love is the Scent of the Lilac, a medium-tempo, dreamlike ballad that carries a deeply emotional tone. The kind of song trainers instantly associate with memories of their school days because music has that kind of power. In other words, Yoon is clearly aiming for the nostalgia effect. She manages to complete the performance without any mistakes, doing her best with her current skill level. The judges ask her how she ended up choosing such a song, especially considering how young she is. Yoon answers that it's a song her mom really liked. But if she's being honest, she remembers hearing it back in elementary school. One of the judges notes that Yoon has a husky vocal tone, and they were genuinely shocked when she chose a song so pure and delicate. Yoon says she practiced a lot, and that her voice is actually more like a clear glass bead by nature. But the heavy practice made it sound a bit rougher. The male judge is like, okay, sure, but then questions if she really practiced well. Basically, he's saying just because she practiced a lot doesn't mean she performed well. He adds that she's not terrible, but her vocal technique and control are still very lacking. Minty chimes in, pointing out that Yoon's total practice time has only been 6 months and just 1 month inside the company. For someone with so little training, Minty admits she's not that bad. She showed emotion and had a sense of rhythm. Yoon is seriously moved. That's exactly what she expected from her fave. But then Minty adds that she barely danced. Another judge asks if she can show them a bit of dance right now. Yoon says okay, she did prepare just in case they'd call her out for not dancing. But if she's being honest, it's the kind of dance that cuts off in 1 second flat. Suddenly, a screen pops up saying she's completed a quest and will be given a reward. She accepts it. A spinning wheel appears, and she's about to receive a rare or normal trait. The wheel spins, and she gets the no sudden change reward. She'll strike a cool pose. That's it. She's in denial. Like, is this seriously the special trait I got? The system explains that random traits are randomly triggered once they're acquired. She's like, oh my god, is this system joking? But finally, the cool pose strike gets activated. Yoon tells the judges she's going to freestyle. The judge says she looks confident and that they're looking forward to seeing it. The sky is falling, even the sun has forsaken him. Yeon thinks that no matter what number she was assigned, the producers were probably going to use this song anyway. The title Something About Killing God got a lot of backlash from religious groups, but it also gained massive popularity once the whole fallen angel concept became trendy. It's the debut track of rookie girl group Strawberry Killa, and it's obvious they're trying to squeeze out engagement through shock value. Fine then, she'll show them. She starts dancing, and it's less like choreography and more like she's possessed by dance. She's twisting, spinning, contorting in ways no one expected. Even the judges' eyes are wide open. The other trainees, totally frozen. Like, what the actual hell are we watching? It's terrifying. She ends with the final lyric, "That day I killed God." Her trait activation ends right on cue. The judges are literally trembling. One asks what that was. He understands that the song has a dark and difficult concept, but this was disturbing. The other judge says she actually found it kind of fun. Yoon's face is cute, but that performance had a touch of madness, especially the part with the first neck scene. She says she wants to see it again, but it's clear the other judges were scared out of their minds. Minty finally speaks. She asks why Yoon said she was going to freestyle when not a single move was properly executed. At least keep the rhythm, girl. Earlier, when Yoon sang, Minty saw sincerity and passion. But this? Jihee says she wasn't planning to send her to Class D, but after that performance, there's just no way. Yoon's got some bad habits she seriously needs to fix, so she's being sent to Class F. Yoon walks back to the waiting area. Yeonwoo and Juin immediately try to calm her down, telling her she was amazing and probably got a ton of screen time. Yeon thanks them and tells them it's their turn next, so they better do the thing perfectly. Because what matters most to her now is that both girls finally made it on stage. Even the judges are looking forward to their performance. Everything is all set and the two begin. Yoon watches them and thinks, this dance right here, it needs to be ranked S. They just have to keep doing this. But then Yeonwoo trips. Her shoelace came undone. Yoon stares in shock. No freaking way. She definitely tied those right, just like that day before everything fell apart. Yeonwoo's confidence shatters. Yoon starts blaming herself. It's her fault. She should have double-checked. She should have made sure. The evaluation ends. Minty says that sure, Yeonwoo can make mistakes, but if such a small mistake can shake her this badly, how can she handle the real stage? She couldn't even complete her performance. Joanne is ranked Class C. Yeonwoo is sent to Class F. Yeonwoo looks at Yoon, confused, asking why she's making that sad face. Yoon hugs her tight, saying it's her fault. She's really sorry for not tying her laces right. Yeonwoo tells her not to be sorry. It's not her fault. Someone as kind as Yoon can't be wrong. She knows Yoon only messed up because she was worried about her. And how could she not love her for that? Jiwon hugs them both too, getting teary-eyed. All three are told to change into their practice clothes and return to their seats. Yoon thinks the Class F uniform is really gloomy, and she's sure Yeonwoo must be super sad right now, but she's not letting her girl cry again. The host returns and announces the single song challenge for Supernova Season 5. Yoon clenches her fists. She's all in. She's going to make Yeonwoo raise her stars with this next evaluation. Min, the dance trainer, is scolding Yeon again, asking if she truly believes she can make it to the top with skills like hers. He yells that she can't even keep a basic rhythm and keeps messing up the same part repeatedly. If she genuinely wants to be an idol, she needs to step up, or she might as well stop wasting everyone's time. But Yoon, already on the verge of breaking, wishes he would just stop grilling her. She knows herself that she's terrible. Min then says that he'll be back tomorrow to check on their progress and tells anyone who got called out today to practice even more. His eyes land sharply on Yoon. Now, Yeon sits alone, regretting her very existence, when Yeonwoo approaches and checks if she's doing okay. Yeon responds that she's fine and plans to watch the practice video so she can review and apply the choreography better. Yeonwoo agrees but reminds her to take a break if it gets overwhelming. Surprisingly, Yeon manages to go through the entire choreography. It's all because she's already watched Yeonwoo's fan cam literally 100 times. She has everything memorized in her head, but her stupid body just refuses to follow. Then, the system appears, announcing that her random quest for the day has arrived. It's a dance practice boost quest. All she needs to do is register her song and reach at least 1% proficiency. She doesn't really understand what it means, but she registers the song Chance. For now, the system syncs with her brain and confirms registration. She asks the system what she's supposed to do next, and it gives a rather polite answer. She just needs to practice more, or more accurately, she needs to use her body. Yeon turns to Yeonwoo and asks if they can practice together, since she's already memorized the whole routine too. Yeon is taken aback, realizing Yeon might actually be a hidden talent. Yeon clarifies that memorizing and executing are two entirely different things, so she wants Yeonwoo's help. Yeonwoo is more than happy to support her. Watching Yeonwoo, Yeon says it's exactly as she expected. Yeonwoo's dance is amazing. Yeon, though, warns that she's gonna make Yeonwoo practice a lot. She calls out to the others, suggesting that if Yeonwoo becomes the class teacher, it'll not only benefit her story but also help her climb ranks. She tells them Yeonwoo already knows all the steps and can teach them as well. All the girls get super excited and ask if Yeonwoo is really gonna help them. Yeon grins and says that while they're at it, they should make Yeonwoo the class representative. Everyone agrees, and Yeon snickers to herself, it's all perfect. Now all that's left for her is to keep practicing. According to Min, it's only day 2 of the training camp, but for Yoon, it feels like she's been grinding for ages. She practices intensely, putting in at least 10 hours, yet her proficiency is still stuck like a toxic ex she can't get rid of. She apologizes to Yeonwoo for wasting her time and tells her to go practice vocals for a while. She'll continue solo. But just then, Lorica bursts in, crying that she can't do it and is here to get help from Yeonwoo. Yoon jumps in between them, insisting to Yeonwoo that she should go practice while she trains with Lorica. She turns to Lorica and says she hasn't even memorized the choreography yet, so she should focus on learning it first. Lorica gets teary-eyed, saying she just can't memorize it no matter what, and that she loves Yeonwoo a lot so much that she wants her help forever. This makes Yeon explode inside. What the hell is wrong with this girl? But then her conscience kicks in and tells her to calm down. Min appears at that moment, asking how their practice is going. It's time for the mid-session check. He asks the group to begin. The girls start dancing. Min is pleased with Yeonwoo and Yeon, saying they should aim to be on the same level at the reassessment too. But when he watches Lorica and Yeon, he screams at them to stop. He demands they do it again. Yeon knows she's screwed. He's making her dance again, but her body seems built for anything except dancing. Min scoffs at Yeon. He had high hopes for her, thinking she was improving. But now he questions if she's just slacking off. He warns her to take the reassessment seriously. He presses further, asking if she's even trying and whether she's giving her 100%. To Lorica, he simply says she's doing fine and should keep her confidence up. Yoon is furious. Why is this ugly muscle guy always yelling at her? She swears she's not gonna mess up again. She's gonna show him. And when Yoon enters rage mode, nothing can stop her. Within an hour, her proficiency finally hits 1%. The quest is complete. The system rewards her with a free lucky roulette. She sees Yeonwoo and Yeon still there. They haven't even gone to bed yet. They explain that almost everyone is still practicing, so they thought they should too. Yeon is shocked that even the top-tier trainees are grinding this late at night. She asks if they want to run through it together 10 more times. Now they're all dancing together, with good pace and rhythm. Yeon reaches 10% proficiency. There are no mistakes, and she successfully boosts her score. The next step is to jump, but once again, Yeon fails. Yeon jokes that it's because Yeon has small legs. They decide to call it a night and advise her to get some rest. Outside, Yeon walks back to her bed. She's exhausted. Her next class is around 7 a.m., which means she only has 2 hours at most to sleep. That's not nearly enough. There are less than 72 hours left until the reassessment, and her proficiency is still at 10%. She feels hopeless. She asks the system to activate the lucky roulette. The spinner appears, clicks into motion, and then it stops. The system announces her prize. And what she gets is another spin. Surprised, Yeon stares at the system. Did it just scam her? Still, she taps again to spin it once more. Again, the spinner rolls, and again, she gets a spin. She starts lashing out inside, thinking if this system is playing some twisted joke on her. But finally, she lands on something useful. She obtains the martial arts master elixirs. Finally, something that actually makes sense. Along with the elixirs, she also receives a hidden talent, possession, a trait that allows her to channel the stats of a designated target into herself. Yawning, she thinks that this trait is absolutely broken. But, as expected, it comes with a cooldown, so she'll have to use it wisely. She decides to keep the elixirs as a backup and get some rest. She'll think about everything again tomorrow. Poor Yeon is so mentally exhausted that she even sees the dance song in her dream, with men glaring at her throughout. She jolts awake in panic. Juha tells Yeon she knows she went to sleep late last night, but now it's time to get up. Yeon can't believe they're using that song as the wake-up alarm. She apologizes if she was snoring or being loud, but Won tells her not to worry, she always wears earplugs anyway. Out of all the people, Yoon can't believe she ended up in a room with the ACE members. The pressure is unreal. They even gave her super enhancement supplements, those expensive ones. Won casually tells her they've got a whole cart of the stuff, and if she wants anything, she shouldn't hesitate to ask. Yoon is touched. It's so precious, she thanks them, and finally realizes her roommates might actually be kind people. Eventually, it's break time. At least her vocal class went smoothly. Her vocal stats even increased to 2 stars. Dorm life is completely packed, eat, practice, eat, practice. There's hardly any time to sleep. It's terrifying. Then a mysterious peddler appears, announcing they only show up on special days to offer rare and valuable items. Yeon just stares. She doesn't have any money. She learns she can convert her stats into 50 points of currency, but scoffs. No way is she doing that. The peddler, looking gloomy, adds that she can also convert her song or dance proficiency instead. Yeon snaps that it sounds like cheating, but she has no other choice. With a sigh, she converts Love is Lyric Ascent proficiency. She then checks the item shop and clicks on the most useful-looking item. She buys the lucky 4-leaf clover. The clover glows faintly. She wonders if others can see it too. Just then, someone calls out, asking what she's doing there. It's Ben, a trainee from the beginner class. Yeon claps her hands together and greets her cheerfully, making Ben question whether she remembers her. Obviously, how could Yeon forget that unforgettable vocal performance? She tells Ben exactly that. Ben smiles, saying that she thought Yeon's performance was amazing. It was her first time seeing someone like that. Yeon squints slightly, wondering if Ben is dissing her politely. She awkwardly says yes, then rushes off, shouting that they'll meet again. Ben sighs, disappointed. She was gonna say Yeon's performance was better than Killa, but she already left. Practice time is almost over now, and it's becoming more obvious who's gonna stay and who's not. It seems like Yeonwoo is gonna make it into B class. But Yeon knows she needs to reach A class, the ace class, if she really wants to shine. She's not even sure what class she'll end up in. She wonders if she should use the elixirs now, but even with them and no sleep, she knows it's not enough. Even at 50% proficiency, she's still far from ready. In her mind, she daydreams about getting a training room with spirit time, where only seconds pass in real life. She imagines the trainers being shocked, even Ninti praising her. A reunion with Yeonwoo in the same class would complete her emotional arc. Her other classmates would ask, "What's up with her?" The screen suddenly pops up. Greater than delusional power +1. You have obtained the delusional molecule. Skill unlocked, rewind clock. It's a powerful ability that allows her to rewind time to the starting point after completing a sequence of actions. She can now practice a full choreography run and then rewind to the start. Her stamina will reset to full, but her experience remains. It's amazing. She's all in to try it. She begins with a full run of the chance choreography. She finishes, rewinds, resets her stamina, and goes again. 10 repetitions. Then 39. At this pace, she's going to become a zombie soon. She continues. 4,000 repetitions later, her choreography proficiency finally reaches 100%. She has spent 14,365 minutes, but the actual time that passed is just 5 seconds. She thinks it's all good, but if she does even a little more, her brain might explode. Her dance stars already level up by 1. Apparently, it takes 4,000 repetitions to level up once. But she can't use rewind clock again for a while. It's on cooldown, and she feels like throwing up. Yeonwoo finds Yeon and asks if she's okay. Yeon checks herself. Does she have a fever? Seeing Yeonwoo's beautiful face, she instinctively says she's fine. Yeonwoo reminds her to take breaks. Lurka is in the hospital now from over-practicing. She stuns Yoon. She rushes to the hospital, hoping Lurika is okay. But even during the next class, Encyclopedia Singing, Lurika is still missing. In that class, the singing teacher scolds Yeonwoo and Yeonjin. Just because their designated positions are dancers doesn't mean they can slack off in singing. She sighs. It's obvious they've been focusing entirely on dance. The teacher demands to know how they expect to sing while dancing if they can't even do it while standing still. Then she calls out to Yoon. It's Yoon's first time seeing Teacher Yoo this angry. It looks like she's about to be scolded too. Yoon begins to sing, and suddenly, the lucky four-leaf clover activates. Teacher Yoo says that this is exactly the kind of voice she wants to listen to. Yoon is astonished that she isn't being scolded, and she realizes it must be because of that clover. Teacher Yoo then tells the other students to sing like Yoon and not to add unnecessary flourishes. But now Yoon starts to worry about Yeon-woo. Even in the ace class, one needs to be good at singing, and Yeon-woo must prove herself. Yeon gets the tip that she can apply the rewind clockwork to someone else for a price. She asks what that price is. The price is building karma, and Yeon is sure she read that if she gains 5 karma, she will get stuck between reality and dream. She begins to wonder what she should do. Save Yeon-woo and risk gaining karma? She feels responsible, believing that Yeon-woo was demoted to rank F because of her. So to make up for that, she wants to ensure Yeon-woo's skills can be shown during the reevaluation. If that can send Yeon-woo back to the ace class, then it's worth paying the price. She applies the rewind to Yeon-woo and her karma increases by 1. Yeon tells herself she's going to make sure her baby Yeon-woo's vocals improve. In the vocal room, Yeon asks Yeon-woo to practice the challenge song Kairika. Yeon-woo begins singing, and Yeon encourages her to project her voice more. She tells her it's okay if her voice cracks. She just needs to go for it. Yeon-woo starts singing again, and it's already going better. Each time Yeon-woo sings the full song, Yeon rewinds the clock. It has been used 4 times already. The plan is to make her sing it 100 times. The clockwork allows her to rewind up to 100 times. But it's risky. Yeon-woo might start to sense something is off. Even though using it over a longer period is safer, Yeon sticks with this method. With all these rewinds, they eventually reach 100. Yeon wonders why she is the one feeling dizzy. But who cares? Yeon-woo is smiling, and seeing her happy is all that matters to Yeon. She doesn't even care if she gets hit by a truck. She just wants her baby Yeon-woo to be happy. That afternoon, in the F-class practice room, Yeon is now teaching the other teammates how to sing too. She tells them they don't need to break their voices, and instead focus on letting it all out. Looking at her star, she thinks that at this rate she won't have to worry about getting scolded by men. With these stats, Yeon is convinced that this mild man is going to pass out, and for the first time ever, she's looking forward to having the class dance. Min enters, saying that since the reevaluation is tomorrow, they can't do it with the senior J today. Min tells them to get ready to dance. As the dancers at the front get scolded, Yeon is confident that today, she won't lose face. She thinks that if she suddenly starts doing great, it'll seem suspicious. So she decides to hold back a little on purpose. As she dances with all her might, she is sure their heads are going to spin when they see how amazing she is. She's ready for the sweet compliments. Jade looks at her and asks if she sold her soul to the devil to get this good all of a sudden. Min comments that Yoon must have practiced all night, and indeed, she is doing amazing. She receives a lot of praise, which puts pressure on her. At that point, Jade asks who else stayed up all night practicing. Yain says that it was the 3 of them, but Lyrica ended up in the ER. Jade then questions why the others didn't practice. Yeon denies that she's trying to scold anyone and says that if others went to bed early, it meant they were confident. But from what she sees now, they clearly don't have the skills. Yeon thinks that since Yeon-woo is the class representative, if she does well, the class will do well too. But right now, everyone's confidence is dropping. She whispers to Yeon-woo to do something. After class, Yeon-woo gathers everyone's attention. Yeon notes that for low confidence, the best remedy is practice. Yeon-woo announces that they'll be doing individual group choreography from 11 and hopes everyone can stay until 5 today. They're tired, but since reevaluation is tomorrow, they have no choice. Yoon tells Yeon-woo to go to the singing room and practice some more. It's time to raise Yeon-woo's singing proficiency. And just like in the morning, after repeating the full song through 4 rewind routines, Yeon-woo starts to think they really have good chemistry. She sings way better when she sings with Yeon. But who's gonna tell her it's not chemistry? It's someone who loves her enduring this rewind from hell routine for her sake. Her princess doesn't need to know this. Yeon says it's almost 11. Time for group practice. They head to the room, and from then on, it's non-stop practice, and more practice. Yeon is super exhausted. At this rate, she just wants a little nap. But tonight is the final night before reevaluation. It's almost time when Min comes to check on them, asking how they're doing. She watches them dance. They all dance amazingly. Min tells them they've done an amazing job. She was worried after hearing that the other teachers scolded them, but they're doing better than expected. Doing better. Yeon wants to cry, that's how low her expectations were. Then she throws off her coat, saying that now they'll be working on the parts that aren't right. She gives directions, telling them exactly how to do it. She also praises Yeonwoo for leading the girls so well and says that since she's the class rep, she's doing great. Then Min turns to Yeon and asks if she's sick or something because her complexion is frightening. Yeon replies that she's fine but needs sleep. Min, with all her gentle energy, says that it makes sense. Yeon has gotten a lot better, but she shouldn't push herself this much. Min says she'll head out for now. All the girls are super happy about being praised by the teacher. Meanwhile, Yeon really feels like she's about to pass out. She wonders what the hell she's even doing suffering here like an idol, being held hostage by her own idol, unable to even leave. She finds it strange just sitting there. She feels dizzy, and then she falls to the floor. All the girls scream her name in panic. Yeon, now seeing a new area, wonders if she has really died. She checks the status window. She sighs and starts to curse, but then something shifts. She hears Yeonwoo's voice. Yeon wonders where the hell she is now. She hears Yeonwoo crying, asking why she did that. And when Yeon opens her eyes, she knows she has something important to tell her before she cries anymore. She sees that she is still in the practice room, making her wonder if the hospital staff ever even arrived. She asks Yain how long she was passed out, 20 or 30 minutes. She begins to assume the worst herself, and even imagines the cliche where she's already missed her reevaluation. Yain sighs and tells her to calm down. And listen, she wasn't passed out for more than a second. Yeon is relieved to hear that it wasn't as bad as she feared. On the other hand, Yeonwoo is overcome with guilt, feeling terrible that Yeon was in such bad condition and she hadn't even noticed. Yeon comforts Yeonwoo like any other drama male lead would, soft, composed, telling her she's fine and only fell asleep from sleep deprivation. Even Yain suggests that she should go to the hospital, but Yeon insists she's okay and just needs some rest. She suspects that her collapse was from using the rewind clock too much, but of course she can't tell anyone that. Instead, she says she'll head to the dorms a little earlier to rest. When she arrives at her dorm room, she finds her roommates already there. Woo asks why she got back early and whether the others had returned too. Yoon tells them no, the rest are practicing all night. She adds that she collapsed for a short while and came back to get some rest. This instantly gets the attention of both ace girls. They ask her if she really collapsed. Yeon says yes, but it's nothing serious. With a little sleep, she'll be fine. Woo, however, says they're going to the hospital right now. She shouldn't be staying like this and definitely needs medical attention. Yoon is overwhelmed, insisting again that she's totally fine. But still, she didn't expect to be express delivered to the hospital like this.